part of the Greenlit Podcast Network. Find more great shows at greenlitpodcasts.com.
Alex, I know you're familiar with all of the great culinary delights of Japan.
You know that I am.
Including one of the best ones that we're all familiar with, and that is weird Kit Kats.
Weird? Okay. The unique flavors Japan is known for.
Yeah, unique. I say weird. Am I right?
Okay. Well, what do you got?
More like wacky. So we got in a new shipment of Sakura Mochi Kit Kats.
Oh, that sounds good.
Have you had those yet?
I've not, but I can imagine how
Have you
good
eaten this,
they are. Mwah, mwah.
We tried them out, and I had this thing where it's like, and I think with a lot of those other Japanese Kit Kats in general, maybe not the matcha ones by now, but it's like I have this thought where it's like I see, wow, Sakura Mochi, and then I eat it, and it's like, okay, well, I guess it tastes like that because I've never eaten the original thing it's based on.
It's good.
I just felt it was like a funny thing that happens to me a lot with some of these Japanese snacks, including the Kit Kats, where it's just like, yeah, I guess that tastes like taro, and so on and so forth. Now, what was it for you when you first moved there?
What? What do you mean? What was it? What was what?
How? Not what. How? How was it for you?
How was what for me?
Experiencing new flavors as a young man.
It was great.
Fresh
you
off
have
the
you
boat.
have a new food, you have a new snack. You're like, this is real great. I could get used to this.
Yeah.
Kicking back on the beach with a Mai Tai.
And yet, ironically,
sipping on that and thinking I could get used to this.
And yet, you just told me you were having carbonara.
Yeah, sorry, I was wrong. That was a pepperoncino.
Okay, well, still pretty Italian, right?
What? See?
I mean, it's sort of went through the Japanese filter, but it's still a pretty Italian dish.
I do really like the Japanese take on pasta, though. It's very good.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I like a good Napolitan.
Those are good.
And yeah, I guess carbonara or something.
Yeah, it's full of carbon.
Of course, they have that ramen. That's not pasta, but it's a noodle.
It's kind of a pasta, yeah.
I respect Japan for making cold noodles like a legitimate thing.
Oh, those are good.
Yeah, the cold soba noodles. You just dip it in any soy sauce at least or anything. But
yeah,
they pulled it off.
Yeah,
it's like they said, "Hey, we can do this, right?" And everybody said, "Yeah, you can," and they did. Everybody being, the other citizens of the country.
Cool story.
Anyway, yeah, noodles aren't a snack. What am I fucking talking about anymore? Kit Kats, come get them.
I love that new slogan.
That is, of course, the translation from the Japanese.
Kit Kats, totekoi.
With that same voice, even,
or maybe Torinikoi. I don't know.
Oh, see, I'm not educated enough. I was just thinking like Atsumete or something.
Gather
around, come get your Kit Kats.
Oh, Jesus. All right, I gotta go.
You like to? Okay, bye.
I'll do some with that.
That really should not be the reaction every time we do that.
Yeah, but it is.
Hi, everybody. You're listening to No More Whoppers. How's it going? My name is Ray Barnholt, probably also the name of a German farm equipment or something. And with me, as always, the thunder from lightning, Alex Fraioli.
Kuwabara. How's it going?
Yes. Hey.
How's it going, everybody?
Snake Eater. It's a classic.
It is.
Here we are. We made it over the other side, Alex. Number 201.
That's right. We're halfway to 402.
Yes.
Yeah.
When the real celebration begins.
That's right.
Yes. How's it going?
It's going good. It's been a whirlwind couple of weeks, but
Yes, indeed. We've been doing stuff.
We have been doing stuff. I've been working. I've been streaming. I've been keeping busy. I've been going to the post office every now and then.
Okay, wow, that sounds a lot like me, actually.
What?
Yeah, I go to the post office a lot to drop off games that I sell and things.
Cool.
And yeah, but also I meant we as No More Whoppers have been doing stuff.
Oh, that's right.
We just did our first live stream.
We did. I hope you tuned in for that, everybody.
Yeah. Well, I hope you didn't. At least the part where I fucked up a lot at the beginning.
Okay, yeah, that was not great.
But we edited it, and it's on YouTube at least. So
nice.
You can find it there.
I mean, why didn't we run through that during the practice stream?
Well, I was playing around afterward, and I thought, I can make this work. And then it was working when I was testing it, and it didn't when I pushed the start the stream button. And then, we had some audio problems.
This has been a No More Whoppers memory.
It was a good memory.
For you, maybe.
Yeah, sure.
Because you got to rag on me a lot.
That was really fun, yeah.
Duh.
Like, hey, Ray's making mistakes this time. This is different.
Now who's the...
Now who's fired?
Yes. But now I think maybe finally for real, I figured out something that it will make it work properly. So next time we do it, which will be Halloween, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
We will have something ready and working from the get-go. How about that?
That's great. Yeah, what are we doing for our spooky, scary Halloween stream?
Don't know yet. I thought of a couple games that were just like lame ideas.
Okay, like what?
Baroque for Wii.
All right.
It's the only one in English. It was a remake of PS1 game, so that was kind of a creepy RPG.
Oh, okay.
There was I already forgot.
Wow, great. We're on it.
Yeah.
Ghouls and ghosts, ghosts and goblins, super ghouls and goblins, super ghouls and ghosts, mega ghouls and goblin ghosts.
Just use every possible combination that you can do there.
Makai Muda, Cho Makai Muda, Dai Makai Muda.
Oh, wait a minute. There's an idea.
Bigu Makai Muda, what?
Makai Island.
Is that a game?
It's for NES. It's a
what?
cross. It's a
Is it Super Adventure Island crossover?
No. Settle down. It's much more lame.
Oh.
It's a cross between Ghosts and Goblins and Pirate Ship Higemaru.
Oh.
Shut the fuck up!
You remember that Capcom classic?
No.
It's pretty good, but it was released on Famicom and then was translated but not released in America. And then somebody found the prototype and you could play that in English.
Yes, sir!
An official translation, not the lame patched together version of Rock Board that we played on the stream.
That was jank.
Sorry about that, but
yeah. I mean, the game itself is fun, but that is not a good fan translation.
no. It was
man.
of its time.
Speaking of fan translations, you want to hear me rage for a little bit?
Sure.
Yeah, well, it wasn't really a question.
Okay, yeah, you're going to do it anyway.
So yeah, I've been struggling. I don't know if this is true yet. I might be angry at nothing, which is possible and common. I've been struggling with this retro achievement for Final Fantasy IV, and no matter what I do, I cannot get this achievement to pop. And somebody on Twitter suggested, hey, it looks like this guy's basing his achievements off of this particular fan translation. And for some reason, this fan translation took it upon itself to change how some of the game's abilities work in battle.
Well, sure.
It was just nerds going through the script and putting shit and fuck in a bunch of lines, but at the same time they're like, whoa, what if this attack did more damage?
Well, sure, there's a lot of them like that.
Yeah, so they just did that, and apparently it's possible that's what the achievement is based on, and I'm just playing the OG Japanese version, and I can't do that. And so I might have to download a shitty translation patch to get one achievement, which kind of sucks, and I should probably bring it up with the guy who made the achievements.
Right. Well, can you not like report that in some form to say?
Well,
like,
I don't know if that's
"Hey,
the case yet. This is just our guess because I've tried everything I think I can to try to get the achievement to pop normally. I don't know for sure. Actually, my buddy Paul. Hi, Paul. My buddy Paul is was just promoted to a retro achievement developer. So now he can look through the achievements individually and kind of see which RAM values are flagged in the achievements, and he can kind of give me an idea of what I'm supposed to do, what kind of conditions need to be met. So I'm gonna talk to him if he takes a look at it and see if I can't just figure out the achievement by myself. But yeah, if I can't, I'm gonna try it with that patch, and if it pops, I'm just gonna be real angry.
well, that sounds bad."
Because a lot of the achievements in this set I really like because they're very creative, and some of them are kind of riddles, and I like when the
Okay,
achievement
hold
makers
on,
do
hold
that.
on.
They
You're
make
getting
you
ahead
solve.
of yourself.
What?
Hold on. Back it up. Back it up.
What? I've explained all this already.
What's Final Fantasy IV?
For fuck's sake, Final Fantasy for what?
Alex!
It's the prequel to Final Fantasy 14, out now.
Alex!
Fucking, I lost my train of thought because you had to jump in.
That's me.
What's your name again?
Roy.
Bill? Okay, cool. I like this set of achievements, and I because a lot of them are kind of riddles. Like the name is cryptic, the description is cryptic, and there's a little hint in the badge, the screenshot.
Sounds like a lot of stuff is cryptic.
Achievements are fun, but they I don't know. Make sure you got your shit nailed down, I guess. Paul made some good achievements. He did Ghostbusters 2.
Wow.
And he's doing Cyborg Justice, and there's another one that I always forget. He wants to do a set for Illbleed. I don't think anyone's done Illbleed yet.
I'm surprised you remembered Cyborg Justice.
Why? What? Why
Because
are
you said there's
surprised?
another one you forgot. And then I said, well, I'm surprised you remembered that one.
Oh, yes. Why?
It's not a game most people think of.
Well, it's two things I'm into heavily. So of course I'm going to remember it. No! All right. My own Chivo progress continues apace. I got 5 games under my belt. I
Yeah.
got more. I'm doing more. There's always more to do.
Yes!
Yes, that's yes. That famous sloganmeister said it best.
Mr. Sloganmeister, L.J. Fraioli.
Hi, it's me. What he said. I'll promote your thing. Oh yeah, I did get. Oh boy.
What?
Hang on. You know what? Let's just jump. Let's jump right into it.
Is this about voiceovers?
新しい生活様式で楽しもう
Oh.
ライブやフェスに行きたいなだったらミルハコ大音量のライブビューイングが思い切り楽しめ
How do
る
you like that shit?
映画を大きく見たいなだったらミルハコ大画面のモニターで映画やアニメを楽しもうミルハコならカラオケボックス
Yeah, it's
音楽ライブや
it's a
映
scene,
画
man.
が楽しめるライブビューイングもお近くのジョイサウンドでミルハコ
Yeah. So
That
I think
guy
I meant.
sounds familiar.
Yes. That's me. I guess that's my first ever actual commercial. And I mentioned this when we did the Nomobo stream, but like it's the first time in my life anyone's ever told me to dial it up.
Yeah, well, that is up and up, isn't it?
Yeah.
All
It
right.
was real weird. Fortunately, everyone was super nice.
Step back. This is a commercial.
This is a commercial for Joy Sound.
This is not a TV commercial, or it is?
I don't know.
Or just like a YouTube/web commercial?
I don't know. It's 30 seconds. It looks like it could be on TV. I don't know.
Right. Well, they do have, web CMs. Where
Yeah.
it's just bullshit.
Oh no,
they
yes,
put
no,
on
yeah, you're
YouTube.
right. It is WebCM. I just looked at the YouTube video now. It says WebCM.
All right. There you go.
There we go. All right. So hey, if you might see that on a YouTube or a whatever.
And of course,
Daily Motion?
Joy Sound is the karaoke provider brand
Yeah,
company.
yeah. And I guess this new service is like I don't understand it entirely, but it's like come to our karaoke place, and you can sit in the karaoke booth and watch movies and live events and pre-recorded concerts.
Oh, it's like those Fathom events at the theater.
Fathom Events?
Yeah, they're a company that, does like simulcasts to theaters, satellite type broadcasts. So like people will watch like Riff Tracks live shows at the theaters through them.
Okay.
And other such things. They do I think they do anime premieres and stuff. So
fun. So that's what that's called. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
It's not the generic term. We don't call them Fathom Events. It's just the company's called Fathom Events.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes.
I was really trying to struggle to think about why the fuck is it called Fathom?
I could see you struggling. Even though I can't see you. But
my life
this was gonna.
My life is a constant struggle to understand what words are or mean.
I know, and I'm finally starting to realize it, and I really need to know how to bail you out and when is appropriate.
It is always appropriate to bail me out.
So you did this voiceover for a big time company.
Yes.
Joy sounds not a small fish, and you were just saying about how the people were treating you nice.
Yeah, they're very nice. I felt a little weird at the end though because they when you're done doing a long thing like this, and it's not even that long, it's a 30-second commercial. They play it all back for you, and they ask you, like, first of all, they tell you if they want to redo anything, and then they ask you if you want to redo anything.
Okay, sure.
And I was like, yeah, there's two parts at the end where you can't really make out the sound of the consonants that I'm saying. There's 2 bits where that happens, and I showed them where, and we listened back to it, and they're like, they're just like, oh no, it's fine. I'm like, You can't really hear. You can't hear the words I'm saying. Like, no, it's cool. It means you're excited. I'm like, okay.
But then you have to be like, trust me, I'm a podcaster.
Yeah. Yes.
I look at my consonants for a living.
I do. I love consonants. Check it out.
That is so Alex.
Ta.
Right.
Sna.
Give us another.
Ba.
Love it.
Poo. Cha.
Yeah.
Maybe I should make these words. Epsilon.
Yeah, just record every consonant, and then you can just make your recording easier for people. Your VO.
Oh, right. I could just... I'll just give them the basic building blocks of words, and then they can put them together themselves. Okay. So I'll just record myself...
Just like Hatsune Miku.
I'll just record myself saying every letter of the alphabet, and then I'll just send them... I call it 26.zip. I'll send them 26.zip. And then they'll just open that, and they'll put the commercial together themselves.
Wow, yeah.
That's brilliant.
What if you were the new Vocaloid?
I'm okay with that.
Here's my new techno song.
No. It's got a beat you can dance to.
That's all we got.
It's called Vocaloid, by the way. Hire me for your children's party?
Hey, that's what we should make that and sell it.
I was about to say I don't know why people hire Vocaloids as if they're actual people. Remember that time we hired a Vocaloid for Kevin's birthday?
It's probably more real than you know.
Yeah, maybe. Remember the time Dave Letterman had to actually look into a camera and say, "Ladies and gentlemen, Hatsune Miku"?
Yeah, that was surreal.
Yeah, right?
Do you think that's why he retired?
Of course it is.
Okay. Just making sure. You kind of wonder, but then,
I don't wonder.
Well, yeah, you said that with enthusiasm.
Yes.
Like you actually knew.
Yes.
You talked to Dave on the reg.
Yes, of course. I talked to Dave.
Good for you!
Thanks, me. Ray, how else are things going in your neck of the woods?
Man, oh man, what can possibly top that? Jesus Christ. Well, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Next, well, not a whole lot. The only thing I can say about school lately is that some of the people in one of my classes seem to be getting dumber by the week.
Oh no. No, how does this happen?
People who just grossly misunderstand or probably just give up and put in whatever they want for an assignment.
What?
okay, so I have that computer and info technology class, right? And the teacher had a very strict set of discussion rules. Like you
Sure.
can only post your reply once per 3 days or whatever, and it has to be a very certain length, and you can't post more than that, or you can't edit it, or else you'll lose points, blah, blah, blah. But then there's the actual assignments. And I just tweeted this the other day where one guy just saw the question prompt for the discussion assignment, which was about CRM or, customer relationship management software, which is what marketing and salespeople use to like keep a database of leads. And
Yes, I'm aware.
Yes, I'm helping out you for sure. And it's like the question was, should people be concerned about the kind of data that the marketers and salespeople store on that if you're a customer? And this guy just like pastes an explainer article from some website just about what the definition of CRM is and what it means to you as a marketer.
Okay.
It was just a wholesale paste of this article.
Okay.
And I was just like, wow, you gave up, huh?
Okay. So it's basically like if you were taking a test, let's say you were taking a biology test, and there was a question that was briefly explain the 3 major families of wolves, and in the answer space you just wrote wolves and turned it in.
Yeah. That's,
okay,
that's
awesome.
the extreme example.
That fucking rules.
But
that's great.
That's like the worst it got, because there have been multiple occasions where people are answering the wrong thing. So in the original post that the teacher posts for the assignment, she has an objective part, and it's like, objective, demonstrate your knowledge of such and such subject of this week. Demonstrate how, let's say, information systems will be used in this market or sector. But then someone just reads that part, just reads, your understanding of information systems, that part, and then just posts a definition of what information systems is, which was established at week 1 of the class. This is already in the book. This is stuff that you already have seen and read, and you're just doing the basic definition of basically the textbook, or the entire class, rather.
Yeah.
And not actually answering the actual question, which is really just, 5 or 6 lines down, which you can find fairly easily if you would just bother to read more than the opening lines of the assignment. So people do that a lot. And then the next thing was that I got a message in like my class inbox from some other random student.
Need no star RM pick?
And this was for an assignment. They called it, the teacher calls them 2-week assignments. They're like, she just gives you an extra week.
Take?
An extra week to work on it because it's important, and you should probably take the time to figure out what's going on and get it set up. So on the due date of this assignment, in like the morning, it's due at like midnight. I get a message from this person basically just asking me, "Hey, do you know what this is? Do you know how to do it?"
Oh boy.
And I just gave that a polite ignore.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
I'm fairly sure this person was just like blanket emailing the entire rest of the class to try and get some, help or cheating.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. That's you see that. I mean, you still see that. We certainly still see that in the adult world.
Mm-hmm.
When shit has to be done and people don't do it, and they message you like, hey, I don't know how to do this. Can you do this?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
right.
You're 34.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
What do you mean you don't know how to use Audacity?
Yeah. Hey, wait a minute.
Whoa.
I'm learning how to use Audacity.
What do you mean you don't know what CRM means?
Codal request mive.
Okay, good retention. Good retention.
Retention.
No.
My wife makes a gagoosh, it'll blow your mind.
It's a very good gagoosh. No, I mean, there are things that I still struggle with, like understanding United States tax code.
Yeah.
I'm constantly having to message people like to try to just understand what taxes mean/do. But yeah, there's a lot of just folks who never bothered to learn how to do the things they have to do.
Yeah.
Like I know folks who like, I don't know, like I mean, this is partially Japan's fault, but they'll just send bill after bill after bill to your house for just a dozen different things that no one tells you about, but you still have to pay.
Oh yeah, I've heard like, well, especially I guess if you're like a new immigrant, basically you have like a pile of papers to go through, and it's just kind of like overwhelming when it's all sent to you at once, essentially.
Yeah,
so things like that. Yeah,
and when you first get to Japan, most people come over with a company. Like I came over with Nova back in the day, and when you're a dumbass 23-year-old. You just kind of assume, oh, the company will take care of it. They're my mommy and daddy now. And the company, they helped me open a bank account and get a phone and
so they can do all the other stuff, obviously.
My residence card, yeah, and they handle my pension and my insurance and my taxes. That's all taken out automatically. So you just kind of assume like, well, the company will take care of me. But they don't, because you still get like a bunch of shit that gets mailed to your house. Like you got to pay your residency tax. This is not taken care of by the company. This is not withholding tax. You have to go down and pay this by yourself. Right. But like nobody, what?
You're like, usury?
Yeah. Oh, silly man. Must have just made up a word that doesn't exist. But you just have to like know to go pay that because nobody tells you what it is. There's no accompanying form in English.
Yeah.
When you've only been in Japan for like 2 months, you just get this thing in the mail that's like, yeah, you owe the government, $1,200 this year in residency tax. Why? Because you do. I don't know, man. I'm just the piece of paper. Don't shoot the messenger.
Yeah. Whatever, man. Just flapping in the wind.
And it takes a couple years to kind of get used to that shit. But I know people like in their 30s and even 40s who just owe a lot of money to the government because they still don't know. Like, hey, you gotta pay the shit that the government sends you, or at the very least, go down to the ward office and dispute it and be like, I shouldn't have to pay this.
Yeah, well, this goes back to like school and classes, and because like I don't understand people who are just completely willing to just tank. Like it's one thing if you don't like the class or something, but you could always drop it or could have dropped it, I guess. But I also don't understand people who add and drop really frequently. Yeah. Or like, kind of, let's say, abuse the system of like adding and dropping. Just like, yes. I've always been fairly committed because I don't want to fuck with it. I don't want to fuck with the added rigmarole of dropping and then adding or trying to get added or blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, the constant adding and dropping I see as a way of abusing the system to just find a professor that doesn't give a shit.
Right, exactly.
It doesn't matter what the class is, as long as the professor doesn't give a shit, like they want that class.
Yeah, true.
Because it means they can show up late. Yeah, it's easy. They can show up late or not at all. Yeah. I think that's what a lot of people are looking for.
It's also a funny observation, and this isn't tinged towards anything, but a lot of Vietnamese people in my class, which is reasonable considering it's a San Jose school and there's a big community there. And also my wife is Vietnamese, so it's not like I'm against anybody here, but it's funny. You just see just a wide swath of those people there. It's just funny.
What do you mean those people?
Oh, damn it. I already lost. Fuck. I already lost.
Oh, no.
Anyway, it's just funny. I'm like the only white guy, basically. And I'm the first one to respond to things and get the assignment done. And then I think maybe people see that and it's like, oh, this guy knows how to do it. Maybe that's how I got that message.
Oh, man. Well, yeah, I mean, you need to hear that message at some point.
Well, the ethnicity part didn't come into that at all. How about that? I'm an idiot.
Speaking of those people.
Oh, stop, please. Can I?
Can I undo? Yes. I was waiting for an airplane. This must have been in Detroit.
Uh-huh.
I was at a Delta counter. I was waiting for the plane to board.
We love Delta.
Oh, wow. I like Delta.
I like Delta. Yeah, not love.
And there's
I flew in a plane.
Just the one time. There was a very nice elderly Asian couple. I couldn't place exactly where they were from. Because this was like 2000, I don't know, mid-2000s, and I was still kind of a dumb kid. And B, I was very far away. But I was watching this nice Asian couple go up to the counter and like ask for something. And there's two women who work for Delta behind the counter talking to them. And they have this conversation, and then this Asian couple walks away. But I very clearly hear one of the Delta women say to the other one, "Those people can be so pushy."
Oh.
And I was I wanted to. I didn't do this, obviously. I probably would do this now, but I did not do it then. I wanted to just very loudly yell at her. Do you mean Asians or do you mean customers?
Yeah, right.
Who's being pushy in this scenario? Like, fucking pick one, bitch. I would love to hear what you have to say.
Yeah.
But no, obviously I said nothing because I was a spineless 25-year-old.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm always spineless.
Well, guess what I got for your birthday? It's a spine.
Oh. I wanted a super soaker.
To check it out, it does both.
Oh, it's got the tank and everything.
Do
Wow.
you remember? I mean, I was forbidden to purchase Mortal Kombat on the Genesis because I accidentally showed my mom the fatality where Sub-Zero pulls out your super soaker. Remember that?
Why did I laugh that hard? That shouldn't have happened.
Hey, why are you rude all the time?
Why are you?
Gabagool.
You were rude to me on that stream the entire time.
What? What did I do?
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you bingus. All right, that was in poor taste.
Bingus.
Yeah. That was a fun stream. I look forward to doing more streams. I do have a question for you, though. There's no reason to discuss this on the show, but it's on my mind right now, so let me ask you. Is there any way for you to use my own stream as a source so we can get my high-quality mic audio into the stream?
What?
Like, if I... Okay, no, listen. If I were to, in my OBS, make an overlay that is just full screen, my webcam, and my mic source, high quality, and I went live on my stream with that, would you then be able to open up that stream in a browser and then use that as a window capture, as a source in our stream overlay?
I suppose so, but it's just extra bandwidth I'm pulling down that takes away from the upload.
God damn it. Is there any...
You know, compared to Skype, which is just audio only, or anything similar to that, I would have to make it so that I'm not somehow also capturing audio from your stream.
What? No, it's okay if you capture audio from my stream.
No, I meant video.
No, that's what we want. We want audio and video.
Well, yeah. Oh, well, yeah. Okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah. Because okay, but you're right about the bandwidth thing. Is it possible to, instead of treating it as like a window capture, is it possible to capture like a web source?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they do the same thing in the end. You know, they're both pulling the same data from Twitch, essentially, so.
Oh.
I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah, we can do that. We can give it a shot.
I would like to give it a shot because I listened back and I am either potato quality or inaudible the entire stream.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
Well, you are a perfectionist.
I am a perfectionist. We got to start over. I'm really sorry.
The whole thing from the top.
Yeah. All right. Episode 1. Folks, welcome to No More Whoppers. What's this show going to be? I don't fucking know. That's Ray.
Should I say Joy Sound or Joy Soundo? Tanoshimeru.
Do I need to say hoy sound for your Spanish audience?
Okay, well, we'll give that a shot then.
Okay.
We'll try and fuck up the Halloween stream.
Yay!
As best we can.
I am looking forward to that.
And with that, also, like, you just suggested I just play a Silent Hill.
What? No, I didn't.
Oh, I thought you did. No, originally. Not like today, I meant. That one of your ideas was that.
Yeah. Not really. I think I was just naming scary games.
Yeah, well, that's what I've been doing.
I do like the Silent Hills. Oh man, a lot of gamer uproar to find out that they can't transfer PT to their PS5s.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a surprise.
Yeah, right.
What complete tragedy.
Oh, why were there entire articles written about this?
'Cause anger sells.
That's true.
It's the new sex.
That
It's making me feel good.
Oh no. I don't want anything to do with that.
Well,
Wait,
that,
I've got the spokesman for sex right here.
Michael Bay desk.
I don't want to hear about that.
Brand ambassador.
All right, everybody, here's Alex.
Hi.
What else can you do in a Joy Sound booth? Well, let's talk about it after the break.
You could kiss.
Leo!
Just tiny pecks.
Yes, that's what I have.
No funny stuff, mister.
Oh, no clown honking. Like in that Joker movie.
We live in a society.
Right? Yeah. Remember the scene where he has to he goes to the hospital to entertain the children, but then the gun falls down his pant leg, and then he goes to a Joy Sound.
Yeah, right.
Product
Exactly.
placement.
Oh, the other thing in my life is that I'm taking the car in for maintenance tomorrow.
What?
Scheduled maintenance. It's fine. But hey, remember when a few months ago when I changed my own oil?
Yeah.
Turns out it had been very slowly leaking the entire time.
Oh, awesome.
Because I guess I didn't screw the filter on tightly enough.
You gotta screw those on tightly enough.
Thanks, Alex. It wasn't like a huge disaster, but it was still very, made me feel dumb.
Well,
And I sort of fixed it, but I'm taking it into the shop anyway.
What?
Just for the usual thing, so they're gonna replace it.
But you
Nonetheless,
got
they're gonna change
come
the
on.
oil anyway.
you don't have like an extra bottle of olive oil sitting around in the kitchen?
Okay, that's not how it works.
What?
I did buy extra oil just in case, but it's fine. The reading on my car's very advanced computer says the oil life is only at 60%, so it's not like 10 or 5 or anything.
Okay.
I'm fine. I didn't lose that much.
Okay.
Probably I lost a ton, but
well,
not much oil.
Let me ask you this: is the check engine light on?
No.
Is the check oil light on?
No.
Is the seatbelt unfastened light on?
No.
Okay. Are you hearing a constant beeping sound? Because that means you have fewer than 3 hearts left.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got.
I'm hearing you. Is that bad?
Yes. As we've established.
But I also got new windshield wipers, and I changed those in the quickest possible time I ever have.
Wow.
So I'm proud about that, at least.
How long did that take?
There's a win. Literally 2 minutes.
Wow, pretty good. That's like I have gotten my fryer cleaning down from 4 hours to about an hour and a half.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I mean that took me 6 years to do that, but
Can we get these
feels good.
podcasts down?
Yes, we're gonna try to get them down to 5 minutes.
Okay.
Why don't we release a daily show that's just like 20 minutes long?
Yeah, maybe that would help boost some of our content.
Yeah, actually, maybe it would.
What did you do today?
Oh man, I streamed Phantasy Star 2 and I got angry because I died and lost a lot of experience.
Wow, what are you doing tomorrow?
I'm gonna play Phantasy Star 2. I'm gonna get real angry because I'm gonna die and lose a lot of experience.
Okay, great.
And
I
break.
had cereal for breakfast.
What?
No, actually, I had a dorayaki for breakfast. How about that?
Oh, nice. They're good.
Mm.
I'm hooked on the 7-Eleven ones now because they have made this beautiful monstrosity that's it's basically a regular dorayaki, but in the middle there's just a giant, let's call it a patty of it's just mochi and cream, and in the very center a pinch of salt, and I don't know why, but it's delicious. It's so good.
You can taste a pinch of salt through all that?
Yes, in the very center there's a pinch of salt. Because the whole thing is it's sweet and umami all throughout, and then when you get to the very center, you're like, "Ooh, there's a little treat in there."
Okay,
it's pretty good.
Pretty good. Well,
It's
maybe
delicious.
we should take a break and get to our pinch of salt in the middle.
That's
of
a
this
good
show.
idea. How long have we been going already? Is it time for? Oh my God, it is! I just looked at Audacity. Wow, time flies when you're doing whatever this is.
Yelling at me.
Shut up.
Have fun, everybody. We'll be back in a second.
BRB.
Hey there, this is Jeremy Parrish, and if you're a fan of classic video game soundtracks, or if you just love 20-minute rock epics about war-ready armadillos that battle Catholicism, you should listen to Alexander's Ragtime Band. Join the power trio of myself, Elliot Long, and James Eldred each month as we talk about the most pretentious music of all, progressive rock, right here on the Greenlit Podcast Network.
Folks, we're back. It's No More Whoppers. I'm Ray. That's Alex.
Good day.
Alex, the only other thing that happened to me this week is that I'm caught up on the Yakuza games.
Oh, good.
I finished the 6th installment.
Is that the one that has a bunch of NJPW wrestlers in it?
I believe so, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I didn't. The thing is that I didn't do all the sub-stories, so I don't
okay.
completely know. But yeah, I remember reading up on that had all those dudes.
The confusing thing about that is it's got all these popular wrestlers except Minoru Suzuki, the one guy who actually looks like a fucking Yakuza dude.
Wow, that's a shame.
He's the most evil-looking man in wrestling, and he's just, I don't know why he's not in the game.
All right.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, that means...
Hi.
Now, for the first time, I'm going to be completely caught up with
The new version of a game called
The Yakuza, the Japanese mafia.
That's right. Doesn't Yakuza 7 come out soon?
Yes, you mean Yakuza like a dragon.
Thank you. Dragon no yo neat. Wait a minute.
Which is just like calling a game Mega Man Rockman.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, they did it with Resident Evil, right? So why not?
Yeah, true. I guess that's the new thing.
Also, I would love to play a game called Mega Man Rockman.
Well, there was Rockman for PSP.
There you go.
Which is powered up. Yeah.
Is that what it was called in Japanese?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Anyway, those were a good bunch of games.
Yeah.
In fact, I was kind of surprised because Yakuza 6, it's a lot like a Metal Gear game. I don't want to spoil too much, but a lot of elements are just like, wow, this feels like a Metal Gear game at times.
Okay.
Not just in like plot twists, but like certain visual things that show up. Again, I don't want to be too spoilery because it's only a couple years old. But geez, there's a lot of weird drama in that. Kind of reminded me.
There's a cyborg ninja.
No, there might as well be.
Oh.
There's like sub-stories that are like parodies of popular Japanese movies.
Cool.
Which doesn't really mean anything because it's just, NPCs running around telling you about their wacky shit. So like there's one that's sort of like Your Name, that movie. Remember that?
Oh, right, yeah.
And then one about a girl leaping through time. And it's just like, okay, well, I guess this connects with somebody.
Did the game have like this overarching cinematic vibe to it? Like it was like a movie love-in?
No, not really, but
okay.
It was the first game like on their current engine, and so all the graphics were upgraded, and so a lot of it did feel a bit shinier than the other game.
That seems like a very deliberate thematic choice. Is all right. This is the game where every subplot is a famous movie.
Well, it's not everyone, but it's just those two
that
you see in the town there. So yeah.
Okay.
Plot flags.
Well, before that, of course, I had finished Yakuza 5, not too long before that, and that was also good.
Wait a minute, how can Yakuza 5 be out if the PS5 isn't out yet?
It's not always how it works. How come there's Dragon Quest 5 and that's like 30 years old?
There's 5?
Damn it.
Michael Bay des.
Sorry, go on.
So Yakuza 5 was pretty good. People sort of called it the best one, that or 0. I can agree with that, I guess. It was pretty good, but the thing is that you kind of have to play through the rest to really get the payoff of everything. Because of all the different characters that are featured and, how people return and such. And I don't know. That's just my thought. You still have to play through all of them. You just can't start with 5.
God damn it.
That would be silly. But it does have a part that takes place in Nagoya.
Yeah.
And as I was telling you about this on the stream too, where it's just takes place in a town called what was the fake name? I forgot the fake name.
The real one is Nishiki.
Right, Nishiki. Oh, Kinecho.
Kinecho.
Which they only do because like the first kanji is the same as in Nishiki, so
Yeah.
they do that with Kamurocho, which is Kabuki-cho, and so
Right.
on. So that there's that, and
Interesting. So wait a minute. Do you go around Nishiki and Sakae in Yakuza 6?
no, that takes
What?
place mostly in Hiroshima.
Wait, what? Sorry. What's the one that has Nagoya in it?
5.
5. Okay, sorry. So yeah,
Talking
like,
about
do you
5.
actually get to go around recognizable parts of Nagoya?
Yeah, as much as they try and make it recognizable, I think it's
Shit.
mostly just Nishiki in the sense that
That's it. But Nishiki is like 2 blocks away from the Ferris wheel. Can you go to the Ferris wheel?
yeah,
You can? Oh.
No, there's no Ferris wheel.
God damn it.
There is no. I'm sorry, that's the other part. Never mind. That's a different city. But yeah, it's also a couple blocks away from Critical Hit.
Well, it's more than a couple.
Okay,
It's like 5 or 6 blocks.
A quote
But that's
unquote
pretty
couple.
cool. Like how cool would it be to just, have Kiryu just walk on over to
Yeah.
Fushimi and go down into the basement and be like,
Except
hi.
you don't.
What?
You don't play as Kiryu in that part.
Oh, who do you play? Whatever. Steve Yakuza. I don't know who the fuck you are.
No, the guy's not even a Yakuza.
Jim Lawbreaker.
No, he's not really a lawbreaker either.
Oh. Jim Heartbreaker?
He's a former baseball player who makes money writing reviews of like massage parlors and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why didn't they call it Yakuza?
Well, you could always play baseball in those games. You could always go to the batting center. So
That's true. Just like Persona.
yeah.
Where's that crossover?
It's the persona of
It's the
Yeah,
Dark
Yakuza.
Souls of video games.
exactly. But the thing I noticed about Nishiki, or Kinecho, was that
Okay.
the streets are very crowded, and I don't mean with people. I just mean with like painted lines and like cones and street and shit on the street.
We love cones.
like a lot of weird guiding things on the street
People-
that make it
people
hard to
don't know
run
this.
around.
People don't know this. Nagoya is very much a cone culture.
Does this sound right to you? Does it seem like the
No,
like the
not
streets
really.
are like visually crowded?
Not
Not with people, but yeah.
Nishiki does tend to have a lot of, I don't even know what they're called, but like there will be intersections where like each corner has like a weird guard on it.
Yeah, like these stripes that like fan out from the curb, but also have like little buoys on lining them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
what
know
I
what
was
to do with
seeing a
that is.
lot in that,
And
game.
I'm guessing that's just to help curb, if you will,
Your enthusiasm.
car accidents involving cars and people late at night when the place is full of people and you're probably drunk behind that wheel.
Yeah.
It's very easy in those narrow streets to accidentally hit somebody.
I suppose so.
I'm guessing that's what they're designed for.
But by extension, it makes it hard to like run around the streets and stuff. Excuse me, my
train's here.
ride's here. Yeah, well, I thought that was funny. Ironically, there is a part where the guy does almost get run over by a car multiple times because he's
Oh, no.
almost because guys are after him, hired goons.
Some guys are coming.
Yeah. Train, take me away to Nagoya.
Choo choo.
So that was that part of that game, and that was good. And Yakuza 6, man, that was intense. That game got really dark, like even compared to
boy.
the other games. Like the story got really, really crazy. But a good sort of into the Kiryu saga, as they say.
Okay.
So I'm all prepared for the new one with the new hero, the guy who loves Dragon Quest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name? Doragon C. Mikado?
Ichiban Kasuga.
Ichiban Kasuga. Ooh. He's you might say he's the number one Kasuga.
Yeah, there.
I used to live in Kasugai.
Oh, okay.
That's a fun place.
And you play as a Kasugai.
Well, let me take that again. That's a place. You play as Kasugai.
So the crazy thing is that they actually are providing an English dub.
Wait, what?
They have English dubbed this for the first time since Yakuza 1 on PS2.
Why?
Well, first of all, it will have Japanese audio. So you can still play it in Japanese, but they also did like the professional anime thing where you have separate subtitles or a separate translation for the dub with associated subtitles, whereas the Japanese audio gets a different translation. So you get that sort of, even more, let's say, localized version for the dub. So.
Oh boy.
Well, last time they also dubbed Judgment. They did the same thing for Judgment.
I think you mean Judge Eyes.
No Judgment.
Okay.
Judge Eyes. Wait. So I guess they felt the need to do it now for 7. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Of course, I will not be playing it in English.
I hope that's all manageable, doing a different translation for the dub.
I mean, they're pretty crazy. The localization team for those games have been doing some crazy stuff. Like they localized 3, 4, and 5, and 5 was not that bad to begin with, but they just completely did a new pass on it. So
I mean, sometimes you need to do that, I guess. I don't know if that warranted it, but
well, there's also lots of terminology and stuff that had been translated previously that they changed or updated to make it more in line with everything. So 3, 4, and 5 at least are now fully aligned with the Bible of localization.
Okay.
The glossaries. Your series Bible.
Because I was speaking of like localizing things, I was talking to, there's a dude who comes to the bar sometimes who he's working on, it's either a game or it's a manga or it's an anime. It's something nerd related.
Some piece of Japanese media.
For that time I was reincarnated as a slime. Are you familiar with that one?
Maybe. I feel like maybe I've heard of that. Was that like a light novel, maybe?
It started out as a light novel, yeah.
Of course it did.
And then it was adapted into a manga, then it was adapted into an anime. And I forget what he's working on, but he said like, there was an original translation of the manga, which was very good. And then there was an anime translation, which was done by a different team, which was not good.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's kind of in charge of doing whatever the new thing is. And they're trying to draw on the manga as much as possible and not use the anime, because there was an issue with vocabulary from the creators themselves. Like there was something in the story. There was a kanji that had a special reading. They gave it a special reading in katakana that was not the actual reading of the kanji.
Oh, yeah.
But then when they gave this vocab list to the translators, it just had the kanji on it. It did not. There was no furigana explaining.
No.
So they translated it. I mean, yeah, maybe this is not really the team's fault. They translated it as a completely different thing. And then when the final product came out, everyone's like, what's this thing? That's not what that's called. That has its own name. And everyone's like, well, we didn't know that.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's why you need that source material.
Yeah, the guys didn't tell us. They have a special, I don't know, maybe that was just an oversight or whatever, but.
Maybe.
It like the whole. Yeah.
You can't just have an Excel file.
The whole process just seems like there's a lot of ways everything can go really wrong at any time.
Yes, absolutely.
And I think just keeping organized is the best way to approach any of that. And completely redoing a game, like which one you said they redid 5?
Yeah, they did a new pass on 5 when they basically didn't need to, but they did just to keep it completely in line with everything else.
I mean, good, I guess, yeah.
Because 5 came out here in 2015. And by then, things were already ramping up with like the new generation of Yakuza games, where they had better smoothed out the localization stuff.
Yeah.
But they decided to go back to it for the remaster. And yeah. But that's also why, what makes all the work that they do on that series so impressive now. Because they're clearly working very hard to do shit multiple times over. And it shows.
Meowth, that's right.
And hopefully they are being compensated accordingly.
Well, yeah, they're not volunteers.
That wasn't my point, Alex. I just saying, pay them well. Put more money into this series because people obviously like it.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, enough for Microsoft to basically make it an Xbox exclusive.
Oh, did they?
Not exactly, but like it's very much marketed now as an Xbox game here. It's basically It's viewed as an Xbox Series X launch game,
Fun.
but it's also coming out for PS4 and Xbox One and will be out on PS5. So it
PS5.
Just that right
cool.
now in the moment, you have to think of it as an Xbox game. That's Microsoft is the only publisher promoting it, helping promote it properly.
Fun. I think right now the only way I can see myself owning a PS5 is if my mom says to me, "Would you like a PS5 for Christmas?" I would say yes.
Okay, and what is the likelihood of that happening?
It's very low. Because my mom asked me, she does this every year. She said, "What do you want for Christmas?" And I said, "Ma, I really don't need anything."
Right.
So I don't know if she somehow says PS5, I'll be like, "You know what? Sure." I don't think that's going to happen.
Well, I'll tell you what. I was going to get this new Yakuza for PS5, but now I'm all caught up, and I was going to get it for PC, which comes out now-ish.
Does that stand for something?
Paso Con.
Thank you.
But starting around Thanksgiving, I will be out of town for a month, and so we're taking the PS4, so I'm just going to get the PS4 version, and I don't really care if it's 30 FPS or whatever.
You're taking the PS4 with you to go out of town?
We're going out of town and taking the PS4.
Yeah, but why?
Why are we going out of town, or why are we taking the PS4?
Why are you taking the PS4?
Because new games will be out, and especially my wife will be playing the new Assassin's Creed.
But well, okay, maybe I'm just dumb. I'm assuming when you say going out of town, you're like going to visit the family for 4 days for the holidays.
No, a month, I said.
Okay, okay. Well, I missed that.
A little over a month, in fact.
That's a long time.
Yeah. Well, what's wrong with taking a PS4 anyway? If we were just, there for a couple weeks, what's the big deal?
A couple, I don't know. Why don't you fucking enjoy your vacation?
You don't like video games? What's your problem?
I do, but I have enough of them at home.
Also, technically, it's not a vacation. We'll still be working and doing schoolwork and stuff. It's just we're going to do it in a different house.
Like when you went to Nantucket, how many consoles did you bring?
Let's see. Well, I only have 10 fingers, but...
Oh, no.
Couldn't even fit it all in the prop plane. Had to take 2 trips.
2 trips? I love the idea of taking 2 trips to transport all your consoles to Nantucket for like a week vacation.
Yeah, well, I'm very extra.
Oh, man.
No, of course I didn't do that. I don't remember what I had. I might have had a DS.
Well, that doesn't count. That's a handheld.
Yeah, well, I'm not an idiot.
Well.
It tastes like pee to me.
The only thing I remember, that's not even that Nantucket trip, but before that I had to spend a night in the airport, and all I had was my DS and Dragon Quest IV, so I played a lot of that.
That's a good thing to be stuck with.
Yeah, indeed. Good times. Good times.
Very good times.
And now it will be Yakuza 7, which has a lot of Dragon Quest in it. How about that?
Yeah, I watched the there was a brief trailer showing off the different jobs and their abilities in combat.
Mm-hmm.
And it looked pretty goofy, but I'm kind of worried that trailer gave away all the best stuff because it showed every job's special attack.
Oh, this was an official trailer? Huh.
Yeah, this was maybe a month ago.
Oh, I see. I don't know. I think there is plenty more content to be had in that game. It's not just attacks and summons and stuff.
Okay, good. Yeah. I'm hoping it was just a trailer like show off. Hey, here's one facet of the game you might enjoy.
Yeah, absolutely. Those games are packed full of stuff.
Good.
When are you gonna play it?
When's it out?
November 10th.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Of course, it's out now in Japan. You can read
Japanese,
Japanese,
it's been
right?
out for a while. Yeah, I don't know. Yakuza is a series where I feel like the Japanese level is probably pretty high.
True enough.
Especially when you're dealing with a lot of yelling, grumbling, growling Yakuza.
Yeah.
A lot of beefy, furious mafiosi.
Yeah, right.
Just kind of swearing at each other in rolled R's.
Where's your gabagool?
They've got it.
Who ate all the gabagool?
They ate it.
That's Italian.
It is. It's a capicola. It's a delicious.
When are they going to make an Italian version of Yakuza?
It's called Il Yakuza.
No, actually, there is a game called Mafia.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I remember that.
It's 3 games deep.
Well, there's also a game called The Godfather.
Right. You think there's a guy who only has those games? The Godfather, Mafia, Yakuza?
Yes, and you know who it is? Surprise! Famous mafia crime novelist Mario Poo-Poo. Turns out he's a big fan of everything mob related.
Clooney Tunes.
Wait. Play Clooney Tunes again.
Clooney Tunes.
That's good. That's a remake.
All right. Hey, speaking of translating things, there's the old version of a game called Fire Emblem coming out.
I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
What is that massive, gigantic collector's edition I saw today?
It's not massive, gigantic. It's massive, reasonable.
Nah.
So it's the first Fire Emblem for NES. Now it's for NES. Was on Famicom, am I right?
But it comes with a replica NES cartridge?
Not even a replica. It's like a clear thing in the shape of a cartridge and comes in a cartridge slip.
But there's no ROM on it.
No.
That's okay.
It's like a lucite cartridge.
But like surely there's a way to open it up and put a ROM in there.
No.
What? No?
It doesn't look like it. No.
It's not cast from like the same mold as the actual carts were?
I don't know for sure because they only have a small picture, but I'm assuming it can't really be opened. I think it's just it looks like a solid clear block.
God damn it. How awesome would it be to actually get the ROM, throw it on a thing and put it in that cartridge and have a playable version? What?
I don't think they really translated the ROM.
What?
It sounds like what they did was similar to what they just did with Mario 64 in 3D All-Stars, is that they used basically runtime patching. So they used Lua scripts. Lua is a scripting language to basically hot translate the game as it runs.
What?
So for Mario 64, it was in 3D All-Stars, it's the Rumble Pack version, which was the newest revision, but only released in Japan.
Right, I have that. I have a copy of that, yeah.
Yeah, so they basically had a script that inserts the pre-existing Western translations into it.
Huh.
Basically on the fly before the game even starts, but also as it's running. So they seem to have done the same with Fire Emblem, and actually that's also what they did with the Kunio-kun and Double Dragon collection that's on Switch, where they translated all the Kunio-kun games that weren't before.
Sure.
It was just basically it's translated on the fly programmatically. It just inserts the text, and then you can also, I think, sort of bypass a lot of the old text length limits that you would have if you had actually gone in and translated the original ROM. So it's basically an English translation running on top of the ROM.
That's fun.
It's interesting. It's what I think would help a lot of other games come out here officially.
Yeah, because I'm about to say, like, that doesn't sound like it's a bad thing.
No.
Yeah.
But also they added a lot of the other flourishes like save states and stuff that they do with
good. Yeah.
And rewinding. Because apparently, I don't know this firsthand, but I guess the first Fire Emblem is one of the harder ones.
Oh, yeah.
But still cool. So it's $6 digitally and $50 for the fancy edition.
Holy shit.
Which is still digital, but you get the fancy book and cartridge.
Oh, boy. And it comes with a Nintendo Power poster, is that right?
Yeah.
Holy man.
It's like a Nintendo Power as it would have been when Fire Emblem actually came out in 1990.
God damn it.
Can you believe it?
God damn it.
Instead, Hi. Instead, they released Final Fantasy.
And that's fine, too. Remember the kid who won a contest to go to an island and find a crystal?
Yes. Let's go save the crystal, for real.
Oh, I don't have that drop on here.
You don't?
Hang on. I'll have to recreate it. Let's go save the crystal!
Okay.
How's that?
Well,
is that good?
Enough. Good enough for right now.
Good.
So yeah, that's neat.
That's fun.
And of course, immediately people go, Mother 3, where's Mother 3?
Oh,
Why don't
boy.
you do it with Mother 3?
Oh, God,
Mario
right?
Brothers.
No, Mother 3.
Yeah. Super Mother 3 Brothers. That's we got that.
Yeah.
I mean, they probably could do that with Mother 3, and they could definitely get away with charging $100 for a Mother 3 collector's edition.
Yeah, my fantasy would actually be like a fully widescreen version of Mother 3.
Oh, yeah.
Because, the GBA is sort of pseudo widescreen, not really, but wider than the Game Boy original. And
Right.
so they could probably expand that out to like a full 16:9. And
Honestly,
Yeah.
the only thing I ask for if anyone's porting or remaking or remastering GBA/DS stuff is
yes, that's me. What do you want?
just clean up the music, because the sound on the GBA and the DS is just not good.
That's a tall order, man.
I know, but it's real scratchy and just real. It feels like I don't know. It's like what crunch chocolate, with the crisp rice in it. It's like that compared to regular chocolate. It's it's just making any sense.
I'm afraid not.
Okay, cool.
Hi, Larry. I love your show.
I've only had one cup of coffee, so I don't know if I'm coherent
that
right now.
explains it. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
why you're so much quieter today.
I am. I love you, man. We're just in a great mood. The world is perfect.
Right?
Fan-fucking-tastic.
That's great. Good to see. They call it Fire Emblem, but there's a sword in the logo. What's with that?
Is this your tight 5?
Yes.
This is really good. Oh, when are you going on Conan?
If he's smart, never.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ray Barnholt.
Oh, God.
It's called Fire Emblem, but there's a sword on the cover.
My goodness.
What's up with that? Get off the stage. All right, well.
But they asked me on.
Do I still get paid? Yes, just go. That's fun.
One more thing about Fire Emblem is that, they already remade the first game for DS and translated that and everything. I'm like, that was what I was going to play through.
Oh, right.
I was trying to, this is a futile attempt, but I was trying to play through all the Fire Emblem games in order, at least the ones that were in English. So.
Okay, hold on. Are you doing this on purpose? This is like the third time you've pronounced it Fire Emblem.
Emblem.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
Well, my brain says emblem.
Okay. Because your mouth is going jazz with it, though.
I got a big case of jazz mouth.
That's fine. Jiggle jazz.
Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem.
There you go. You got it.
Mm,
You got it.
well, I think my natural deep tone would make you think that I do say elm.
Elm. Yeah, okay. All right. Maybe it's just it's my ears playing tricks on me. Again.
Plus all this bass boost I have.
You do have, yeah, like I don't know if this is coming through in the final cut of the
Is this
episode.
coming through? How about this? Fire Emblem? Fire
Yeah.
Emblem.
I don't know if the fans hear this, but to me right now, you just sound exactly like James Earl Jones, which is
This
really nice.
CNN.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kimba.
Yeah.
I mean,
Say something
Simba.
about Rebel Scum.
No, I'm done.
Oh. Say hi. Say hi, everyone. It's me, James Earl Jones.
Say something about Rebel Scum.
Oh, yeah. What's wrong with that?
It's like a paparazzi about the premiere or something. Mr. Jones, say something about Rebel Scum.
Please call me Jidge.
Your thoughts on Rebel Scum, sir?
I want them alive.
Sir, Rebel Scum was just found guilty. What are your thoughts?
Good.
Oh, God. Anyway, that's Fire Emblem.
That very first Nintendo. You understand what I mean by that?
Yes, the Famicom.
What else he got? Final Fantasy 14, I bet.
Hell yeah. Guess what? New content just dropped in patch 5.35. It's called
5.35.
5.35. It's called the Bosnian Southern Front. Check it out. You're a hero. You're helping out this country being invaded by the Empire. You got to fend off the Empire from, encroaching on their land. It's pretty fun, except I don't like most things about it.
All right. Say something about encroaching on land.
Here's the thing. if folks who played FF14 remember, in the 4.0 in Stormblood, the whole relic process was they created this place called Eureka, which was 4 different parts.
That's where smart people live.
It is. That's what you shout when you go in the bathtub and it overflows, and instead of cleaning it up, Mark, you shout and run naked into the street.
Yeah.
I played through Eureka to get my relic weapon in Stormblood, and it was fine. And Shadowbringers is doing a similar thing with the Bosian Southern Front. You go in and you help protect this land from the Empire, and you start off at all of these things. They have a new experience standard. You start off at level 1. This time you don't have experience points. You have metal. You earn metal for beating up the bad guys, and you raise your rank. I think the max rank right now is 15.
Metal rank.
Yeah. And so this is all building towards a final showdown at the final. So the way it works is you go around fighting these skirmishes, and then every once in a while, after you clear a skirmish, you're qualified to enter what's called a critical engagement, which is basically a boss fight. Oh. And so you do enough skirmishes, you get chosen for a critical engagement, you warp on over, you do the fight. And then if you're real lucky or unlucky, depending on how you look at it, after a boss fight, there's a chance you'll be chosen for a 1-on-1 duel, which I've been eligible twice, but I've never been accepted. I've never actually done a duel. They're very hard, I assume. It's kind of cool though, because when a duel happens, you see people on the map will run towards the duel and just kind of, you can't enter the ring, so everyone will just kind of stand in a circle around and watch the player 1-on-1 battle this boss.
It's a duel.
Yeah, right. It's
of the fates.
It's
more Star Wars for you folks. How do you like it?
Hey, Rebel Scum. And this is all leading up to a confrontation at Castrum Lassus Litor.
Jesus fucking Christ, this game.
What? And
just the names of things.
The Castrum itself is kind of fun. First of all, they're going real hard on the FF12 connections here. Because not only are they referencing a lot of FF12 characters who apparently now exist in Eorzea, the Castrum also uses a lot of FF12 music in the actual dungeon and boss fights, which is really cool.
Sure, it's a good soundtrack.
It is a very good soundtrack.
Now wait a minute, what is a Castrum?
Like a fort, like an outpost, or like a base.
Okay, so you don't make a stew in it.
No. Oh, you could though. Nothing's stopping you. Yeah, I know we cleared this and we got the loot. You want to head out, or we could just hang out and get a nice stew going.
Get the beef and onions.
Get the bunions. No, wait, that's that's bad.
Okay.
I mean, there was a castrum previously in the OG MSQ, which was Castrum Meridianum, which is it's another one. It's just an imperial base. This one,
I get you.
No, this one is, so the thing about this content, and Eureka did this as well, is that they harken back to FF11 a little bit, in that when you die, you lose experience in these places.
Ooh.
And
that's bad.
That's bad. And it's the higher your resistance rank, the more experience you lose when you die. And I'm at a point now where my rank is high enough. I'm rank 13 out of 15. My rank is now high enough that a regular death is just real annoying. Because when you start out, you don't lose experience until rank 5. And then after rank 5, it's 10% of your TNL, which I think is how it worked in FF11 as well, with experience. So, I need 2,000 resistance points to get to the next level. You die, you only lose 200. That's nothing. But
that's a big percent.
It is. I'm at a place now where I lose 1640 when I die. And if you get raised, there's no further penalty. But if you have to warp back to your home point, if you don't get raised, I lose about 8,000 plus, and it sucks. What happened to my gold? What happened to my metal?
Yeah.
Cars are made of metal.
Oh, Jesus.
No.
For anyone confused, maybe a listener is confused. We do mean metal with an L-E.
Mettle. Yes, thank you. I had a Castrum run a couple days ago where we got the clear, but I lost 24,000 metal over the course of it. And
cool.
Yeah. Cool. That's my Illbleed impression. What do you think?
It's a high number.
It is. And that's when I realized, hey, the castrum, the whole thing that this area, this content is leading up to, it doesn't actually give you metal when you clear it.
Oh,
the whole point of metal, as explained in Universe, is it's all your valorous deeds on the battlefield. It's proof of your valor. Everyone watched you take out these Imperial goons and fight this monster and take down this boss. Cool. How much of that do I get for taking down a whole Imperial base? You get 0. Why?
So it's all for exposure.
It's exactly. Every so often, somebody in an instance will ask, "Hey, how much metal does castrum give?" And the response is always, "It doesn't give it; it takes it away." Because it does. You're gonna die over and over. And like it's also
it's
one of those
unfeeling killing machine.
It is. It's also one of those deals where like you have to do it with a group. I think it's a maximum of 48 people, but you really got to know what you're doing. Because at the very beginning, you got to split up into 2 groups and take down 2 different bosses, except one boss has way more HP than the other. But if a boss dies before the other one, the boss that's alive goes into enrage mode and is going to kill the other party. So like you got to keep shouting out the HP. You got to kill them at the same time so that doesn't happen,
Okay.
And that's fine. That's not really that hard. Then you go inside and there's harder bosses and there's a lot of stuff to learn, and I've got it mostly down. But the other side of that is even though I'm learning boss patterns and attacks pretty well, this is there's a lot of lag because this is new content and everybody's in there, and there's also more monster and character models than I've ever seen before in the game.
Wow. Okay. But also,
what?
I still. What is the point again?
Oh yeah. So when you clear castrum, you get Bosian coins, which you then use to buy special gear just for this area.
And this is the currency of Bosia.
Yes. And then, oh man, I'm going to get into a long, introspective monologue about what's the point of playing MMOs, what's the point of playing video games in general,
Well, we can skip that part, and you
no,
just tell
I'm afraid
me
we
what are the
can't.
Coins used for.
I'm afraid we can't because it figures right into this.
Oh no!
So you do this content, you run through the Bosian Southern Front, you do fates, you do critical engagements, you go into the castrum, you beat the castrum to get coins and augmentation, craft materials to upgrade the Bosian gear. You use the coins to buy the gear. You use the materials to upgrade the gear. And what that does is it gives you a haste bonus when you're in Bosia. It makes you faster so that you can clear castrum faster to get more coins to buy the armor that you already bought. It's like when an optional super boss in a video game gives you the best sword. It's like, well, thanks, jackass. I don't need this now.
Yeah.
I'm good now.
Yeah, right.
It's like, why are you giving this to me? I could have used this 3 hours ago.
But then you ask yourself, wait, well, why did I even do that?
Yeah.
What did I expect?
Exactly. And the only thing that keeps me going is the thought that, all right, well, what they did with Eureka was it was 4 different parts. I'm going to have to assume that when they drop the second part to this gear is going to be very useful.
Boy.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to try to go for a full set for both of my jobs. I main samurai and dancer, so I want 2 sets. I get 2 sets of everything.
Sam Dan.
Sam Dan, exactly. Thank you.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
It sounds a bit like a free-to-play gacha game because it's just it gives you things that you can turn in so you can try and earn more things of the same type.
Yeah. I got to say, though, they've made this also dropped at the same time as the new Relic Weapon quest line. And the new Relic Weapon quest line is already making up for Stormblood because Stormblood's Relic Weapon was, the models, even with the glow, they weren't that great. Like
the gorgeous ladies of wrestling.
Yeah, thank you. I thought you said British ladies of wrestling for a second.
Emblem.
So like your relic weapon, after you grind it out, you can grind it further to make it have a cool glow effect on it. And
you gotta have that.
Yeah, the Stormblood glow is not that great, and the weapon itself doesn't look that great. Like I like the
Stormblood glow.
Thank you. What?
Yeah, keep going. No, it just sounds funny.
The samurai blade the relic from Stormblood, I wasn't a huge fan of the model to begin with because it looks like it's like 6 inches shorter than every other katana that I have. I'm like, why is the relic blade shorter than a regular?
Well, that's emasculating
sword. I mean, I don't mind. I play a woman character anyway.
Oh, right.
But like, I like to, not that it matters in game. It just looks odd. But the Shadowbringer's relic, they look cooler from the base weapon looks cooler. The glow looks much cooler, and the way that you get them is much easier. And the thing that sucked about the Stormblood weapons, and I ranted about this on this show, years ago, back when I was going for this weapon.
All right.
The way that
back in your rant catalog, everybody.
Yes.
The Alex rant catalog.
The way that you upgrade stats for the Stormblood weapons sucked whale dick, simply because
it's a big one.
It was mostly random. Like, you have to grind out what they call light, which basically means you got to kill tough enemies for a long time until a meter fills up, and then you trade that meter. You dump that meter into a blacksmith's mouth, and you give him the weapon. And yeah, in the previous relics, you just get a straight up upgrade. Here you go. Here's your new weapon. In Stormblood, they roll the fucking dice, and you just get random stat upgrades. And sometimes it's just not stats that you want or need. Sometimes you trade in this light meter to make the weapon worse. Now, if you do get worse stats, you do have the option of just dumping them and not doing anything, but you still lose that light.
What is this, a fucking roguelike?
Yeah, it had
a Final Fantasy Mystery Dungeon.
It was not great.
That'd be the Chocobo game, by the way.
Now the Shadowbringer's relic questline, the whole process is not done yet. So I mean, there's a chance they might bring that bullshit back, but so
stay tuned.
So far they have not. So please stay tuned.
Gabagool.
Anyway, that's FF14. It's fun.
Great. We should mark down FF14 for streaming, huh?
Yes. Oh God, yeah. Also, I'm waiting for it to drop in price. Like every once in a while, there's Square Enix has a sale where the whole shebang is like $20.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone's listening, I mean, I got my ear to the rail. Is that an expression?
Not the third rail, I hope.
I got my ear to the ground. So I'm going to be looking out for it. But if I miss it, somebody please point it out to me on Twitter. I usually hate when people point things out to me. I need to know.
Hey, Alex, look at this thing.
Next time FF14 is on sale, please let me know because I want to pick it up on PC so we can
You didn't go with the bit.
Yes. Sorry. Oh, yeah, wait, no. I still have a cross-world link shell called Bahamut's Tax Return. If you're on the Ether data center, please let me know. I'm also thinking about starting up a free company on Sargatanas because I'm in one right now, which is full of cool people, but unfortunately we're just not on at the same times because I'm in Japan. And honestly, I think most of the folks there don't play much anymore anyway. I see them on every once in a while, but we never really... Our schedules are such that we don't really have time to like run any content together. So I might start one up. I don't know. We do have the cross-world link shell going. If you're on Ether, let me know. Let's play video game together. Raymond, back to you.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you can play free up to a certain level, right?
It's level 50 now. Or no, 60, right?
I forget. That's why I asked.
I think, yeah, because they recently, a month or two ago, they made it so that everything up through Heaven's Ward is free, which I think means up to level 60 and all, and most of the Heaven's Ward content.
Okay, I feel like there's a catch, but
there's no catch.
Well, if there's not, then yeah, you can help me get to 60 or whatever.
Yes, play game with me.
Yeah. Stay tuned for that boring crap. I'm just kidding, Alex. I'm just kidding.
I think it would be fun to play together.
I mean, it can't be any more boring than the board games we play on stream because it's the best way to deal with the lag.
Hey, Rockboard was great.
Well, the other ones are better.
Which ones?
Well, Game of Life and Itadaki Street.
Itadaki Street, that was fun, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
Okay. If you do want to play Itadaki Street Portable, the PSP one, I did find out you can just play on one system, pass it around, so it'll work for us.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I think, maybe. Yeah, right?
Sweet. I like that one. Any game that has big, chunky FF6 sprites, I want to play. including Final Fantasy VI.
Yeah, here we go again.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Ray, let's take a quick break, and we're going to come back. We're going to close out this bad boy.
All right, fine. Bye.
Leo!
With a purposeful grimace and a terrible smile, join Nikki and Wyatt as we stomp our way through the history of Toho's Dai Kaiju films in Discuss All Monsters.
Are you telling me we're going to discuss all monsters?
We won't stop until there isn't a monster left to discuss. Smash that play button like Godzilla and King Kong smash an 18th century Japanese pagoda.
Only on the Greenlit Podcast Network.
Folks are back. It's No More Whoppers. I'm Ray. That's Alex.
Hi there.
I got those names right again? Yeah, okay. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes it just rolls off my head.
Sometimes my stunt double fills in for me.
Right.
You remember Klim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a jerk.
Hey. Yeah.
Well, Alex, I was gonna sort of announce something. I figured since we're past 200 episodes, now would be a good time to do something that we've threatened to do before and really didn't commit to it. But since I was just playing around on the internet today, I decided to do it, and that is to get a Google Voice number so that people could, in fact, maybe perhaps leave us voicemails.
Yes.
And I would like to announce 805 NMW Talk.
Yay! That's such a good number. How did you get that number?
You just type it in, you search for it.
It's so good.
Yeah. Just figure out the number string, and there you go.
Yeah. Wait, what is it? 8 what?
805.
805.
NMW Talk.
805 NMW Talk. Oh my
That's
god.
805-669-8255.
So are we doing this? Are we doing this to just accept voicemails, or are we gonna have folks call into the show?
I would prefer just voicemails.
Oh man, at some point we gotta have folks call in.
You don't realize I was the person on that Retronauts episode where the Sonic people called in, and that's not something I'd like to relive in such a way.
Yeah, but I like to think that our listeners are a little more socially savvy.
Prove it.
No, the audience will prove it.
You have to prove it.
The proof is in
I'm
the pudding,
convinced.
as they say, and I'm just putting it out there.
Other number ideas were NMW phone, PHON. That didn't really work out.
Fun.
Also, just having no mo woe as a string is like 666.
Oh God.
96.
Wait, what about 805 I am Alex?
Well, I'm also on the show, you know.
Well, okay, what about 805 Ray Alex?
I think it's better just to have our own brand for the show on it.
Hang on. 805 Barnhole. Wait, FRAIOL. No. That's only 7.
Those were good plan Bs, but we got a good choice first off here. So let's go with 805 NMW Talk.
All right, fine.
Now, I have no idea what to do with it.
Oh, I was thinking about Overnerds.
There's that. I mean, yeah.
We could just have folks call in, say, hi, everyone. This is...
Let's fully rip off Stop Podcasting Yourself and just, do that.
What's up, everybody? It's me, Donkey Sauce from Regina, and here I'm calling in with an Overnerd. I was at an EB the other day, just picking up. I pre-ordered a copy of
Keep going. Keep being Canadian.
Dark Code : The Dark Codening. And I overheard a guy talking to the staff, and he was pounding his big ham-like fists on the counter and saying, I'll tell you what, though, if this was Assassin's Creed, you would be dead. Anyway, love the show. Thanks, guys.
And now the dial tone.
Our listeners need a cool sign-off as well. I do like how Stop Podcasting Yourself has sort of adopted. Wait, what do they say when they're done? Off I go. That's it. Well, off I go. Which I really love. Not that, but something like that. I don't know. It's got to come about organically.
Yeah, so don't ask for it.
Don't ask for it. You'll know what it is. You'll know what it is when you say it.
But yeah, in the grand tradition of stop podcasting, but yeah, in the grand tradition of stop podcasting yourself and other shows like YKS who do voicemail thingies,
yeah,
we might as well do it too.
Yeah.
So why don't you call and try to be funny?
Oh, is there a way for us to set a time limit when they call in?
I'm not sure yet. I don't think so.
All right. Well, we're going to try. Yeah. I mean, try to keep it under, I don't know, 30 seconds.
I'm not sure. Yeah. I think you can just keep going.
Oh, man.
I do get plenty of 35-second spam voicemails every day.
Now we talked about this. We talked about this before we started recording, but I would like to have the phone lines only available to Patreon subscribers, or better yet, Gold subscribers can call in and leave a voicemail. Golder subscribers will be able to call in to the show and talk to us on the Corey hotline. No?
I still don't want to do that.
All right, fine. Jesus Christ.
Not yet, anyway. How about that?
Fine.
Let me warm up to it. We haven't even done anything yet.
That's
Just let me
true.
warm up to it, okay?
All right.
Just give me a chance.
All right.
Give peace a chance.
You're not peace. You are very much the opposite of peace.
Yeah, when together with you, yeah, there is no peace.
No.
This podcast is the West Bank.
No peace but what we make.
So yeah, well, at least, yeah, we should make it some sort of Patreon bonus thing. Yeah, that might work out.
Yeah.
Because why not? We'll bilk the listeners even more. I meant it in a nice way.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Got him.
Japan, twice now we've done official No-Mo streams, one practice and one real. Yeah. And both times I keep meaning, before we stop broadcasting, I keep meaning to say that ought to hold the little SOBs, and both times I forgot, and I feel real bad about it.
No, you didn't forget. I just fucked it up.
No, I forgot.
Oh, okay. Well, you forget and then say it too late, and then I'm already done.
That's true. Okay.
Well, why don't you just give out all our plans? What if we do it right next time?
All right. I've got a Google Doc laying out all of our plans for the next 28 years.
Yes.
Take a look at this.
Bottle rocket?
Yeah. It says right here, Raymond, you're going to be managing a Samsung store in Sheboygan by the year 2036.
There won't be stores by then.
I am going to be personal valet to the Emperor.
Which one?
Hank. Emperor Hank.
Will it still be Reiwa?
Yes. Oh, maybe not. No, it is in fact going to be Daewoo. I do apologize.
That's a collar tug.
Let's see here. What else is going on in the future? Oh, Nintendo, as we know them, will be going out of business, but they will reincorporate. They will reincorporate as Galoob 2.
Now we own the Game Genie. How about that?
Man, I made a really dumb tweet a couple of weeks ago that got nothing. And it just makes me feel like
tell me about it, honey.
I don't convey my own sense of humor well enough on Twitter, and that frustrates me. It was a tweet about how the Micro Machines guy would be a real shitty English teacher.
Yeah.
And he would just like say something really fast about toy cars, and then a woman would raise her hand and say, "Galoob, honey."
Yes, he would say that.
Because like he would finish every commercial by saying "from Galoob," and the joke is like, well, a student would raise her hand and be like, "The fuck is Galoob?" But I don't know. I don't think it came through. I think I need to work on I don't think I'm smart. Let's go with that. Let's settle in there.
Yeah, you might need some massaging.
Yeah.
Or just a massage.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, sir!
Oh.
Oh yeah, Twitter just revamped its how retweets work. Is that right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Is it? I've seen people argue that's for better or for worse.
It's how I've usually seen it and how I deal with it. So whatever, I don't care.
Whatever, who cares?
Yeah.
Here's what you should care about. Go fucking vote if you're American.
Okay.
Because I want to talk about this real quick. I don't know if I mentioned this. I don't know if this had happened by the time we were doing episode 200, but I was previously registered to vote in Ohio from when I was a student. Because I was registered at my older sister's house. She's moved, and now my parents have moved. My parents are back in Pennsylvania, so I'm like, all right, let's register in Pennsylvania. And I did that. I registered with the Washington County Board of Elections in southwestern Pennsylvania.
Hey, I'm from Washington. Oh, right.
There's no. Bellingham, Washington. And I registered with that Board of Elections, and I did it online, digitally. This is the digital age, Ray.
Right.
A grunt of the digital age. That's just great. That was a little Solid Snake for you. And when you do it online, you submit everything via a form, and you gotta sign. You gotta like take a picture of your signature on your webcam and send it to them. So now they got that on file. Yeah,
that's funny.
It's hilarious.
All right, sure.
Now this is all transmitted digitally, and before I sent it,
so not sexually.
No, that would be a weird way to vote. Mm-hmm. What a world! What a country! And I double and triple checked all my information. Everything is correct. I sent it off, and I received a confirmation email very shortly after that says, "Thank you. Your registration has been accepted, Mr. Fraiolo." And I'm like, well, that's not right.
Was that you though? You didn't write Fraiolo.
No, because I like when I got that email, I immediately went to the email I had sent them and reviewed the form, and nope, it said Fraioli everywhere.
No Fraiolo hero.
No Fraiolo hero. Is that a Suda 51 game?
It's gonna be.
Okay. I immediately thought it was weird because in the email they spelled my name, including Fraiolo, in all caps.
Right.
Which to me indicates that it was a form letter that they had just, hello, first name, last name.
Right. And they were screaming it.
Yeah. Which means like that information was just copied from somewhere. But it couldn't have been because I spelled it right.
Yeah.
What's the point of me transmitting something digitally so that you can then type it in manually into a database? Like, why don't you just have it go from the form into your database?
Oh, you'd be so surprised how things work.
Well, but that's not all.
There's more.
I was concerned about, is my vote going to be counted? Because technically that's not my name.
Right.
I emailed Melanie Ostrander, I think that's her name, who's head of the Washington County Board of Elections. I said, "Hi.
Hello.
My name's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I submitted a thing to you, including my name spelled correctly, and you have not reflected that in my voter registration. What's the deal? Can we fix that? Can I still vote?" I received no reply. I called the Washington County Board of Elections and received no reply.
Right.
The only reply I got was I brought it up with my mom. I was Skyping with my mom the other day, and I said, "Yeah, I registered. The Board of Elections is just completely fucking icing me. What's the deal?" And my mom's like, "Oh, let me try giving them a call." So she gave them a call, and they got back to her. Maybe it was because I was calling from the Skype, and they just ignore Skype. Who fucking knows?
Oh,
but my mom got through. And the answer they gave, she was just like, "Hi, my son registered to vote, but you fucked his name up. What does he do?" And their response is just, "Oh, just tell him to vote the way it is, and we'll fix it after the election." And I'm like, I'm pretty sure it doesn't work that way. Is that how elections work?
There's a lot to consider once the election's happening. I don't think trying to get everyone's name right is going to be a big priority.
Yeah, right. I mean, first of all, it's an absentee ballot, which means it's probably not going to be counted at all. That shit doesn't get counted unless it's like real close.
No, great.
So, I mean, I just want to vote is all. But here's the other part of it. The ballot, the absentee ballot showed up here at my apartment last week, and that's when I noticed that they also spelled it wrong on my name. So I I didn't want to open it because, like, legally, could this be counted as voter fraud? I mean, like, yeah, legally, I'm opening something that's technically not addressed to me because that's not my name.
Boy, you're freaking out.
I am freaking out. I am freaking out. And
Lord.
I decided, fuck it. I mean, if she said just vote and we'll fix it after the election, I guess that means I should open this. So I opened it up. And that's when I noticed on the envelope, they also misspelled my address. and that's the point where I'm like, this seems like too much of a coincidence. Like, I very clearly registered. What? I mean, I registered as a Democrat is what I mean. So how convenient that they misspelled my name and my address.
But it got to you.
Yeah, that's why I was amazed. Like, God bless the Japanese Postal Service. They knew, okay, dumb gaijin can't write this address right. Oh, but we know where it is.
Right.
So that got to me fine. But, like, I mean, at the same time, I was listening to so Stuff You Should Know recently did a podcast episode about voter suppression.
Yeah, and they said if your name is Fraiolo on the ballot, you're fucked.
You've
been frauded.
Yes. They said, first of all, voter fraud gets played up a lot. Like, voter fraud is not nearly as widespread as certain politicians would have you believe.
Right.
But voter suppression is very real, and voter suppression is very, very much instigated by the Republican Party because it's a statistical fact that when voter turnout is highest, Republicans tend to lose. So guess who's behind the majority of voter suppression? Republicans. And I don't know. I'm not saying this is definitive proof. All I'm saying is I registered as a Democrat in Washington County, and my name and address were misspelled, though they were transmitted flawlessly and digitally the way that they are meant to be spelled. Does that seem like a coincidence to you?
I just don't think it's that huge of a deal that your name is off by one letter.
And my address.
But it still got to you. Like,
yeah, but it wasn't supposed to, is what I'm saying.
I
firmly believe that some dick fuck at the Washington County Board of Elections is just like, oh yeah, if they register as Democrat, like don't worry about spelling everything correctly. It's just letters. You know what I mean? Like, it feels really fucking shady.
Well, I think that's also a case of giving way too much credit to the fucking idiots on the right side of the fucking political spectrum. Because it's the same thing with like the Postal Service shit. The president, the guy admitted he didn't really know what the fuck that was gonna do, taking away the sorting machines and shit. Because they're too stupid to know. They just want to get it done. They're just moving it out. So if you're telling somebody to like, oh yeah, let's do mass scale fucking misspellings of one word or one letter rather, like that needs to be, I think would probably have to be done programmatically somehow by people in the voting office who probably don't know how to program anyway. And then by other people who work in the government office and are not particularly partisan or have to be bipartisan or just making the database work. Like, my point is, doesn't seem like that big of a deal.
I disagree, and I think it's a huge fucking deal. And I don't know. Like, I'm not the kind of person to typically trip over myself to play the victim, but this feels shady to me is what I'm saying. Like, I can't definitively say this is voter suppression, but it really fucking feels like it.
Okay.
Like, they have every reason now to discount my vote if I send in. If they just choose to. They can just be like, well, it's not your name, so we have to throw it out. Like, but this is your fault, though. It also doesn't help that on the form when I got it, there was a big fat sticker with a barcode slapped across a necessary field on the outside of the envelope of the ballot. And so, like, I can't take it off, so I just have to write my address around this big fat sticker with a barcode on it. Like, a lot of this seems real fucking shady. Either real stupid or real shady. Like, it's one or the other, but take your pick.
I'm going with stupid.
All right, I'm going with shady. Well, we're gonna see how angry I get about this after the election.
And that describes us to a T.
Yes. Oh, stupid and shady. Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Drive time butt fuckery in the mornings.
Hey, my YouTube video has been age restricted.
What?
Hi, RDBAA. As you may know, our community guidelines describe which content we allow and don't allow on YouTube. Your video, Fuck Yeah Toilet, was flagged to us for review.
Wait a minute. What the hell is Fuck Yeah Toilet?
It was me taking...
taking choose your next words very carefully.
No. Yeah, right. But no, it was just like an iPhone video of me playing Boku no Natsume 2 on PSP, and where Boku goes into one of the rooms and flushes the toilet, and then he nods his head approvingly.
I just played it. Could you hear that? Hang on.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's the one.
That's pretty good. Fuck Yeah Toilet.
Flagged. How about that? Now it's age restricted, so you have to be...
Give me your penis.
Yeah.
Give me your penis.
That might be my favorite YouTube video of all time. That is 10 seconds or under.
The Connect video, yeah.
Holy shit. Wait, why was that coming out of my Huh. Was that coming out of the wrong audio source? All right, never mind.
It might have been, yeah.
Oh, it's fine. Still great, folks.
The title of that one was Connect is Great.
Yes, yeah. Stop drinking that haterade. Oh, I love it. Wait, hang on. It's got 3 comments. One of them is just lol.
Uh-huh.
Wait, why can't I read the rest of them? It says 3 comments, but it's only showing me 1.
There's also the one where I throw my 3DS and people take it dead seriously and call me like an a-hole or yeah.
That one rules.
Or R-word, yeah.
Oh no, Array?
The worst one.
Oh, Republican again?
Yeah.
Hang on here.
Only they'd be dumb enough to throw their 3DS in anger.
Let me try to find it here. A lot of Game Center CX.
Netflix on 3DS review.
Alan Wake video review. The Wizard Reunion Q&A short excerpt.
Is it not there?
Nobi Boy. Goodbye, Yaris.
Netflix on 3DS, first impression. It was right above the Connect one.
Found it. Yep.
Hey, come on, where the hell is Step Up 3D? Yo, that's bullshit.
So good. It's so good every time. Oh, man.
Yes, indeed.
I got to read the comments. Don't do that. Dude, don't throw that 3DS on the floor. You know how much it costs, the 3DS, and you don't want to buy another one. This video makes me uncomfortable because I don't own a 3DS, and seeing one treated so roughly makes me go, no, crying emoticon.
But here's the thing, though, is that I made sure I threw it and also had the video angle at the correct way to make it look worse than it was.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Really, I threw it very lightly, but...
These responses...
Yeah.
$250 down the drain, lol.
Yeah, no. I mean...
Dumbass!
I didn't throw it off a cliff.
Lol, something is wrong with you. Poor 3DS.
Yeah, right.
One response just says 104 viewer. Don't know what that's about. I want to meet this guy. He has money to burn.
It was.
Did anyone else cry? Good. Show them who's the boss. Oh, that's a serious one.
That might have been you.
No, that's Tails 41347. Why can't I get Netflix help? Lol, this is funny. Something is wrong with this child, clearly. Don't see why people are getting butthurt. Not like he's throwing your 3DS, but his instead.
Exactly. Yeah. Right.
The Step Up movies all sucked. You are so much of a man and so much of a joke. Let's not be pathetic, people. Let's post things that are worth watching. Man, YouTube is so weird.
It is, yeah.
YouTube is a bizarre universe.
It really is.
Did I tell you that like I ended up banning the dude from commenting on my videos who was like just trying to correct all of my...
You did, yeah.
And like I kind of feel bad because this dude is like, he is very clearly some form of autistic, and I don't want to feel like I'm like discriminating against folks, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how else to deal with that. Like you're completely misinterpreting these videos it feels like every response is in bad faith. Like, I don't know, dude. What do you want me to
fine,
do?
man. It's the internet. There's more where that came from.
It is, but like, I don't know.
It's not like you're shutting out someone who needs help or something.
I know.
It's just a comment on a Chrono Trigger video.
Chrono?
Oh boy, I did it again.
I'm gonna yell at you.
Oh.
Mattingly just split his pants.
I don't know. There's two kinds of nerds that rub me the wrong way, and I don't necessarily think this is their fault. I think this is just the way that my brain is wired, and like that's one of them. And it's constantly correcting the way that you play games when maybe they just can't help it. Like, hey, you forgot this. You should be doing this. Like, I get it. You're trying to optimize my play style. You're looking out for me. Really don't need it.
Yeah.
The other kind of nerd, and this one I am angry at, is just constantly bragging about shit and nothing else. And
yes, of course.
You see
God,
this.
I hate. No.
Yeah, you see this in MMOs all the time. Like I see this in FF14 every day.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was queuing up for a Castrum party, and there was somebody in the party who just not talking to anybody, apropos of nothing, just says, "I have all the gear. I have 3 full sets of the gear, fully upgraded, and 700 coins."
Uh-huh.
Who are you talking to? That's fucking dynamite, slugger. Who the fuck are you talking to?
Yeah.
I don't care. None of us care. It's just bragging. Nothing
dynamite.
is less appealing than straight up fucking unabashed bragging.
Agreed. The
The worst kind of brag, and I hate this shit. Like I thought once I stopped hanging out with 14-year-olds, I would stop seeing this, but I still see this on FF14, on message boards, on Discord, on Twitter, and it's the kind of brag that is just, I love my fill in the blank. Anytime a very lonely person is proud at having spent hundreds of dollars or grinded something for hundreds of hours,
oh,
I love my relic weapon. Who are you fucking talking to? I love my PS4 Pro. Who are you talking to? Where is this coming from? Okay, that might be that's the number one sign of a person I don't want to deal with, is any conversation that includes the phrase, I love my blank. First of all, I don't think you know what love is. And you're never going to know it. You're never going to know the touch of a human being. You fucking failure. Hi, I'm not angry at you.
Anyway, you really like playing this game, right?
I love Final Fantasy so much.
Well, you know what?
The longer the name of the product, the sadder it is. I love my GTX 5F 5050 Series 37. Fuck right off.
You're right.
It's the worst, and you are the worst.
Oh, God damn it.
You are the worst
You're
kind
right.
of person. You are the worst kind of capitalist.
Well, I love my 3 Sega Saturns.
Shut! Oh, that's justifiable. It still makes me angry. I love my blank. Oh, fuck off. Cultivate a personality, you boring piece of fuck, instead of bragging
No.
about the things that you own.
They can't. They're playing MMOs.
Yeah, you're
That's
right.
never going to happen.
I know. I mean, this is kind of related to...
You know what an MMO is? An MMO is one giant anime club at school.
First of all, it's pronounced Momo. Second of all, yeah, he played Aquaman, by the way. It is a fun club at school.
No, anime. It's an anime club at school is what I said.
Yes. Yeah. But this is very much related to, and this is my least favorite kind of customer to have in the bar as well, is just person who completely defines themselves based on the things they like and nothing else.
Yeah.
And it's just they will only talk about media they've consumed and mostly talk in memes.
Yeah, it's really it gets worse the older they get too. Like you should be done with that by 30.
I'm standing back and I'm listening to this and I'm looking at them like a Picasso painting, like I'm trying it from different angles. And I'm like, is there somewhere buried in there? Is there a personality?
Yeah.
Is there a human being? Is there anything unique, or is it just quoting?
Got a soul in there, buddy?
Is it just quoting memes and talking about anime and Netflix series? Like, you're not a person I can interact with. There is nothing interesting about you. What do you expect me to do?
Narf.
Thanks. Oh.
Bazinga.
There you go. The Bong Bong Brothers. I love that show.
That wasn't even 1% correct.
What's up?
But okay.
I'm not angry at anybody.
The only thing you got right was the word the.
All right, I don't know why that's so funny to me.
Well.
That's all right. That's all my. That's like I got all my rage out for this. For this
I think
episode,
the coffee kicked in.
Yeah, the Karate Kid is in.
No, the coffee kicked in.
Oh yes, it did real hard.
Boy, oh boy.
That's all the rage I have allotted for this episode.
Great. All right. It seems like we should end the show now.
That's a good idea.
Okay. Well then, that's been No More Whoppers number 201. Thank you everybody for listening. Please, of course, go to our website, nomorewhoppers.tumblr.com, but also go to our Patreon, patreon.com/nomorewhoppers, and you can be a gold subscriber for $1 a month, or for $5 a month, be a golder subscriber and get these episodes as early as possible. And possibly get access to our new voice line?
Yes.
What's that number again?
591 walk, Did I say 591 walk? 591 rock, 591 roll. If you're west of the Mississippi, I forget which is which. No, wait. 805 NMW talk.
Good, you got it.
Yeah, call us.
I forgot the numbers part.
Oh no, 805 NMW talk. Here's the deal. I think I do want to restrict this to patrons only because I think we need to give them a little something. So I feel like we should post a patrons only post that has like a special password in it so that when you call, they can be like, "Hi, it's Mark from Saskatchewan. The password is cinnamon buns, and here's my overnerd." That kind of thing. You know, and just change it every episode. Ray, hello? A little feedback?
Yeah, well, you did forget one loophole in that everybody who listens to this will hear the number and call anyway.
What? That's literally... I just gave you the solution for it.
It's not a solution because people will still call in.
Yes, and we just delete the ones that don't have the password in it. Do you hear what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying?
You have to listen to every one.
Yes, which we would do
What if you
anyway.
get 1,000
which we would do
voicemails in 2 days?
Dumb piece of shit.
What if...
What?
You have to do a better screening is what I'm saying.
No, just have a password.
It just seems inefficient, that's all.
Listen, here's the deal. We're going to post... I'll take care of this. On the Patreon, I'll post...
Okay, that's all I need to hear. Thank you.
I will post a password. If the first thing you say when you call isn't, "Hi, this is blank from blank," and then you say the password, I'm just deleting it and not even listening to it, okay? Does that make sense?
Yes. Anyway.
805 NMW talk. Phone
and
lines...
Facebook.com/No More Whoppers. Phone lines are open.
Thank
for
you.
some of you.
For some of you.
Well, what about overnerds? I have this bullet point for overnerds in our outroll. What should I say?
Oh, wait, yeah, hang on. Are people calling in with overnerds? Is that the point?
What are they calling in with, Alex?
Call in. I mean, I'm gonna
do Q&A.
I'll put a post on Patreon, but for now, if you want to call in, if you're a patron, we'll take overnerds and we'll just take general. Hi, what's up? This is Billy Mitchell from Fucktown, and I'm calling in to say hi.
All right. Fair enough.
Why is Billy Mitchell in AEW now? Has that been resolved? I saw the episode where he just showed up.
I'd rather just not mention Billy Mitchell in any
I'm really
sort of
curious.
context.
Please, a little respect. His full name is William Pythagoras Mitchell.
And I don't appreciate anybody giving him a platform, especially AEW.
Yeah, I don't like. Like when I first heard about it, I was like, "Oh, this is a joke. They're gonna dunk on him." But I don't think it is.
Ugh, rough.
Yeah.
Bit of a collar tug.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what are overnerds, Alex?
If you've encountered an insufferable nerd in the wild, give us a call. Tell us about them. And I say this all the time. It's not meant to disparage nerds because we're huge nerds as well. Raymond, you're a big nerd. I'm a big nerd. Over-nerds are the nerds who go above and beyond, who flagrantly disregard social norms and really any semblance of living in a society to just be gross, literally or figuratively, in any sense of the word, and just really, really harsh your proverbial steez.
Yeah, indeed. Much like the people you just mentioned about bragging. And
Yes, exactly. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. I love my Yamaha MG102C. That's true, though. I do.
Also, you might want to go turn off your window sounds.
Why? Oh, yeah. Sorry,
That came through.
Yeah, my Dropbox is almost full. Oh, now everybody knows. Fuck.
All right. Next up is Twitter. We're on Twitter as No More Whoppers. And also, personally, Alex is...
Hi, I'm Pitui. That's Pitouhui. My used video game shop is also on the social media platform Twitter at Critical Hit Nag. I also hear funny stuff there every once in a while. You can read that at OOCCHQ. Ray, you're RDBAAA, but you've said that already. Follow you on YouTube at RDBAAA.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
Follow me on YouTube at Hooded Pitui, all one word.
Okay, hey.
What?
Don't forget I have a thing to plug, too.
What's that?
Which is the game company in game.
Oh, right.
Bipedal Dog is also on Twitter under that name, and also my game Booty Babu.
Is it bipedal or bipedal? Because I've heard
You know
both.
what? Leave that in. Blast Rush is on mobile and PC. And that's a fun shoot 'em up game.
Good. Go play it. It is fun.
And we also sell seashells.
Seashells by the seashell. There we go.
The seashell. Fuck me. We sell No More Whoppers shirts. You can look at our Tumblr page and find a link to shirts, logo shirt, or Alex shirt, whatever you wish.
Yay! Hope are you into bananas? Kyle Bananes? Have a me yell into a banana on your shirt. It's a lot of
Boy,
fun.
maybe this is also a milestone to finally make at least one more shirt.
Yes, we would like to make one more shirt. If you've got any ideas, float them at us. We're
Patrons only. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll certainly.
I'm not shipping shirts to people.
No. We've got Nomo Woe coffers. We can compensate people for their work, I believe.
Right.
If we decide to go with the shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, how do you like that? Take that to the bank and smoke it.
Yeah, so leave us a voicemail with your t-shirt design.
Yeah. But yeah, so that we have a visual of it, leave it in binary so it comes out as like a JPEG.
Yeah.
Just read off ones and zeros and we'll deal with the rest. Also, folks, I stream on the streaming platform twitch.tv/Hooded Pitui, all one word. Please come check it out. I recently hit 500 followers, which means it's time to stream Super Mario RPG. I'm not going to start, though, until I finish a game. I don't like to have too many games in my rotation. Right now I have 5. I'd like to have 4. So I'm going to finish a game and then replace that with Mario RPG and then finish another game and then just not replace it with anything. Trying to keep the number down so I can finish these more quickly. But that's it. It's tons of fun. We're having a great time playing retro RPGs, going for retro achievements. Come with me on this journey, won't you? Thank you.
Nah.
Hey.
Thanks, though.
Any time? Wait, not yet.
All right. Well, we'll see. And of course, we do No More Whoppers streaming now because people set the mole goal on Patreon.
Joel Prol Mole.
So now we just do that whenever we can, and we're going to do one on Halloween.
Yes.
We'll tell you all about it next time.
Wait a minute. Are you saying it's going to be a
Spooky Sunday?
Yes.
Yeah.
Twitch.tv/No More Whoppers. You know.
I do.
Of course. All right. Alex, thank you for being a good sport.
Anytime. Nailed it.
And only half as crazy on coffee. How about that?
It's good.
Anyway, everybody else keep your nose clean.